Dozens of rabbits are seized by animal control officers after a tip from a rescue group called Bunny World Foundation. They allege the animals were part of a backyard breeding operation. We have Fox 11's Ed Lascos. He's live in Silver Lake with more on this one here. Ed.
And Marla, all of this brings an urgent plea for the folks to come forward and maybe adopt these bunnies, these rabbits, or even serve as a foster home for the animals after a rescue operation removes them from what investigators are calling a backyard bunny mill operation and illegal breeding operation. I have some video. Before we show you the video, though, I want to tell you, you might find it a bit intense to look at because the video shows these animals and in the poor condition they're in as the investigators move in to break up that operation, and then the animals later taken into quarantine at one of the animal shelters. But all of this starts as a tip. Animal control officers in LA move into that backyard operation just a short distance away from one of the animal shelters itself, and they find dozens and dozens of rabbits and bunnies in what investigators are calling deplorable, inhumane conditions, many of them stuffed inside cages. And as I've been learning, that is one of the most painful things you can do to these animals, I'm told, because rabbits, bunnies need to hop around, jump around for the development of their legs, and so when you pen them up like that, they can't do that. That is very painful. Can you imagine that situation? So investigators say the animals mistreated there, and that is where the animal rescue group Bunny World Foundation moves into action like they've been doing, I guess like the last 15 years or so. They move in, take out dozens and dozens of these animals, rescue these animals, if you will, get them to the vet, make sure they're getting some medical treatment, put them in quarantine, and now we're into the stage where they're looking to maybe get them some homes, get them adopted. One thing we've also been learning from investigators on this story is that they've seen this before, usually around the Easter season. These illegal breeding operations, bunny mills, if you will, pop up because they get the animals out to sell them during Easter. But once that season ends, that's when the problems begin because the animals are left behind, poorly mistreated, and that brings those deplorable situations. So all of this continues to play out, but now it's really a push to try to get these 70 or so bunnies and rabbits some homes, get them adopted, and that's the situation that is moving forward. We'll have more on this tonight when we see you at 10 o'clock. For now, we're live here in Silver Lake. Back to the west side we go.